The air in Jerusalem was heavy that Friday. Jesus of Nazareth, the man who had healed the blind and walked on waves, carried a splintered wooden beam through the weeping crowds. To many, it looked like the end of a beautiful dream. At a place called the Skull, they nailed him to that cross. Between two thieves, the King of Kings hung in the heat of the day. But the strangest thing happened. At noon, the sun simply stopped shining. For 3 hours, a midnight chill settled over the land. Jesus cried out, "It is finished!" And with a final breath, the earth shook. The massive curtain in the temple tore from top to bottom, and the Savior of the world went silent. They laid him in a cold tomb owned by Joseph of Arimathea, rolled a stone across the entrance, and the world held its breath. The dawn of hope, the resurrection. Saturday was a day of silence and grieving, but as the first streaks of violet and gold hit the sky on Sunday morning, the earth trembled again. Mary Magdalene and the other women went to the tomb with heavy hearts and spices for burial. They found the stone, a slab far too heavy for them to move, already rolled away. Inside, the tomb didn't smell of death. It was empty, save for the linen cloths folded neatly. An angel, bright as light,
Why do you
sat
look
there
for the living
and asked
among the
question
dead?
that changed history. Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He has risen. Soon, the ghost they feared seeing in the upper room proved to be flesh and bone. He ate fish with them. He let Thomas touch the scars in his hands. And for 40 days, he walked the dusty roads of Galilee and Jerusalem, teaching them that the grave was no longer a dead end, but a doorway. The final promise, the ascension. The time came for the king to return to his throne. On the Mount of Olives, Jesus gathered his followers one last time. He didn't leave them with a goodbye, but with a mission to take this story to the ends of the earth. As they watched, he began to rise, not like a spirit, but physically ascending into the clouds, their necks craned, eyes wide, until he disappeared from sight. 2 men in white robes suddenly stood beside the stunned disciples and said, "Men of Galilee, why do you stand here looking into the sky? This same Jesus who has been taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way you have seen him go." The disciples didn't leave that mountain mourning. They left with joy because they knew the king wasn't gone. He was just getting started. If you believe in the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, comment and share this video.